Hey YouTube, I know it's been a while. I'm excited to be back. Actually went through quite a few things in my personal life. Due to interesting circumstances, I haven't been able to make any new videos in a long time. Well, just to give you a brief update. So I started a new job back in the early part of this year, and it's taken me quite a bit of time to catch up and acclimate myself with the new role. On top of that, my camera broke, and starting with the new job and whatnot, really didn't have the funds to get a new camera, so I've been kind of postponing that. Naturally, I've still bought a bunch of knives, being the collector that I am, but didn't come down to actually buying a new camera until recently. So that's been holding me back. And then, of course, I've taken a vacation, actually just a month ago. First time flying in like 3 years since the pandemic. So a lot of things going on, just trying to, move on from this whole pandemic situation. But the good news is, like I said, I've been actually getting quite a bit of, still spending quite a bit on knives. And I'm really looking forward to making some new videos for all the subscribers out there and people who support us. So thank you for hanging in on there, and I hope everyone's, healthy and doing well in this situation. And this is our first video with a new camera, by the way, so I'm hoping the resolution and everything is better than the old videos that we've had. So the first video I have here is a unboxing, and one that I'm pretty excited about, actually. This, as you can see from the box, it's a Lionsteel. It's the Lionsteel LEOne. There we go. And why I'm excited about it is I haven't made any or gotten any new karambits. So this is actually a brand new karambit that I got in a while already. So as you can see, the box is pretty simplistic. There's a little tool here, and I'll elaborate what this little tool is for. But you can see here, it's Lionsteel. It's called the LEOne. It's actually a collaboration with Ernest Emerson. Yeah, it's LEOne. You can kind of see it here. It's not as obvious here. You might read it as Leone, but it's actually LEOne. And I guess the representation, at least my understanding, is it stands for Lionsteel Emerson 1. And this is their first collaboration karambit. If you recall, I've previously done a video for the Emerson combat karambit, and I actually have it right here. So we're going to do a little bit of a comparison with this one. So I'll move the box out of the way. So this Lionsteel, I actually have a few Lionsteel knives. The most notable one, I think I did a review, was for a fixed blade, which is in my bug out bag, actually. So kind of do a side-by-side comparison. And this is the Lionsteel LEOne. It's Lionsteel is made in Italy. This one is a overall length of 8.27 inches compared to 8.375 with the Emerson. So this one's slightly longer, as you can kind of see if you put it side by side. Blade length of the Lionsteel is 3.23 versus this one's a 3.4. So slightly longer blade. Weight, this is actually, the Emerson is slightly heavier, 4.85 ounces versus this is an actual 4.73. I guess smaller blade, smaller overall length kind of compensates for that weight difference, because otherwise you would presume that this being a solid milled aluminum frame versus this actually having the titanium liners and whatnot, you would presume this would be lighter, but actually this is actually lighter. So as this being a Emerson collaboration, it has some of the standard Emerson features. So you have the wave feature here, so you can snag it onto your pocket and it will open. And you can see it also has a similar Emerson sort of fish eye style hole here. And then the blade, the tip, has the reinforced, so it doesn't come to a sharp point. It has a more of a tapered, modified karambit tip. So that's also very similar. And beyond that, it's a karambit, so it has the retention ring design. And so the Emerson is a liner lock, although it has a reinforced titanium liner, versus this is actually a frame lock, as you can see here. So quite impressive. The pocket clip is smaller in the Lionsteel. And so this one has I got this one that's black with a stonewash finish. And you can kind of, let me see if I can zoom in here with this new camera. Okay, there we go. So you can see it's a stonewash finish. Very nice. I'm always a fan of the stonewash finish. And you can see here, it has the Ernest Emerson design logo here. And there's your Lionsteel logo. As I mentioned, so this is a milled aluminum frame. So it's a solid piece of aluminum. You can see it right there. Okay, zoom out a little bit. So it actually, the retention ring, because it is a solid piece, it's very comfortable. And there's a little bit of jimping here. So it feels very good, and it's very easy to orient when you actually have the karambit in your hand. One of the things, if you've seen my earlier video, it's just a personal preference. I don't quite like the open design here of the Emerson combat karambit. So some people like it because it's easier to orient, because you can kind of get a tactile feel, sorry, with your thumb to kind of orient the blade. I personally don't have that preference, so I actually like the Lionsteel design, and being a solid piece, solid ring here, it feels really good in the hand. It is also thinner in width, just by a little bit. I don't know if you can tell from here, but you can feel it. It doesn't quite fill up your hand, so I can get a very solid grip on this karambit in comparison to the Emerson here, which is a little bit thicker, probably just because of the G10 handles here. Another interesting design is the Lionsteel actually has a removable flipper. You can see right here. So you can see there, that's what the little tool is for, from that I showed you in the box. It's to remove this flipper if you choose not to want to keep this little flipper. I'm not, I don't use my karambits forward facing much, but in the event that, you know, I choose to do so, and if I need to use it for, like, I don't know, opening boxes or whatnot, this actually might be a very good feature to be able to flip it open. See, flipped quite well, and just snapped open and locked in place very well. I really appreciate the smaller pocket clip. It's just easier, and it's a good location. It can actually hide into your pocket pretty well. Solid frame lock design. And it just feels good. It feels like solid construction. It's really good. Yeah. So this is, a very nice, well-made karambit compared to the combat karambit from Emerson. Yeah. So the Lionsteel LEOne. Oh. Yeah. And it comes in red, and it also has a blackened blade design if you want. There's also brown. I prefer just getting the black. It's this simple, and especially if you want to conceal it, if you should. So, yeah, it's a great knife. I really like it. I'll be actually carrying this for a few days to kind of get a feel for it. Yeah, so definitely feel free to leave some comments for us if you have questions or comments about the knife, and what you think about the comparison between the other karambits that I've shown. As always, always appreciating your support and your patience with us. Blade Brothers signing off.